1 year under Hansi Flick has redefined Barcelona. From the ashes of inconsistency and financial anxiety, a new giant has risen, ruthless, intelligent, and surgically precise. In the 2025-26 campaign, Barcelona didn't just return to winning ways, they re-established themselves as the standard of European football. A historic domestic treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Supercopa de España crowned a season that was as much about performance as it was about philosophy. This wasn't a miracle, it was methodical evolution. Flick's arrival, a strategic reset. When Hansi Flick was appointed, he inherited a club caught between its romantic ideals and the realities of modern football. Rather than dismantling the core identity, Flick upgraded it. He kept the soul of Barca, possession, movement, positional play, but injected it with the urgency of gegenpressing and German efficiency. The result? A system that overwhelms, not just dazzles. From day one of preseason, Flick laid his blueprint. In a friendly against Vissel Kobe, he rotated the entire XI at halftime. Yet both squads operated with the same tactical clarity, high pressing, seamless rotations, and relentless hunger. It was a signal to fans and rivals alike. Barca's depth was no longer a liability, it was a weapon. Key signings and youth integration, a perfect blend. Perhaps Flick's greatest achievement was achieving synergy between world-class signings and La Masia talent. The acquisition of Marcus Rashford raised eyebrows, but it paid immediate dividends. His electric pace and experience brought a new dimension to Barcelona's front line. In that same Kobe match, he burst down the left to assist Rooney Bargi, another brilliant signing, whose finish was clinical and composed. But this wasn't a club leaning on big names. The academy came alive under Flick. Drove Fernandez, a teenager with the swagger of a veteran, scored a thunderbolt that lit up social media. Joan Garcia, calm and commanding, staked his claim as the future between the sticks. And then there was Lamine Yamal, the crown jewel. Now donning the iconic number 10, the 17-year-old orchestrated attacks with the poise of a prime Iniesta. Barcelona wasn't just building a squad, it was creating a dynasty from within. Tactical evolution, the Flick blueprint. Last season, Flick abandoned the rigid 4-3-3 in favor of a fluid 4-2-3-1, bringing asymmetry and unpredictability. Yamal hugged the touchline, stretching the field. Rafinha drifted centrally to overload the half spaces. Alejandro Balde bombed forward, acting as a pseudo-winger, while the double pivot, typically Pedri and Casado or Frankie de Jong, controlled transitions and provided balance. It wasn't just about possession, it was about penetration. Barcelona became masters of verticality, breaking lines with surgical precision. The positional play was no longer about patience, it was about timed aggression. And it showed. Barcelona scored a staggering 171 goals in all competitions, the highest tally across Europe, but they were equally menacing without the ball. Flick's high-pressing system forced 93 offsides in just 14 games, an astonishing 6.6 per match. In El Clasico, Real Madrid were caught offside 12 times, a record that summed up the suffocating nature of this Barca side. Defensively, the line was ultra-aggressive. Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Pau Cubarsí, and Balde formed a unit that defended on the halfway line. The goal was clear: compress space, force mistakes, win early. The attacking trident: fear, fire, and fluidity. Barcelona's front three were nothing short of lethal. Together, Robert Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha combined for 94 goals and 53 assists. Lewandowski, supposedly past his prime, silenced all doubters with 42 goals, proving he remains one of the most clinical finishers in the game. Yamal, only 17, was a revelation. With 18 goals and 25 assists, he became the youngest leader in Europe's elite. His dribbling, vision, and decision-making marked the dawn of a new superstar era. Rafinha, often underrated, was the glue of the system. His 34 goals and 25 assists were pivotal in key moments, and his off-ball intelligence unlocked space for his teammates. Together, they were more than just a trio. They were an ecosystem of chaos and creativity. Challenges ahead: sustaining the revolution. As Barcelona prepares for the new season, sustaining this level will be Flick's ultimate test. Opponents have studied their system. The ultra-high line, though devastating, has shown vulnerability, particularly against set plays and quick throw-ins. Flick, ever the tactician, has already begun tweaking the setup. The summer has brought new reinforcements and fresh experiments. Rooney Bargi offers creativity and a left-footed edge in the final third. Rashford brings pace and unpredictability. With Ter Stegen sidelined, Joan Garcia's preseason heroics suggest a real challenge for the #1 shirt. Tactically, Flick is still evolving. Preseason saw Pedri and Gavi operating as a double pivot, offering balance and press resistance. Ferran Torres was deployed centrally, adding pressing intensity. Eric Garcia, once forgotten, looked reborn as a hybrid right back. No one is safe, everyone must perform. The machine behind the magic, depth and competition. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this Barca resurgence is its depth and quality. Drove Fernandez is more than just hype. His composure and range of passing scream future starter. Joffrey Torrent, a fullback from the academy, is making a serious push for first-team minutes. Even in overstocked positions like central midfield and defense, players are thriving under competition rather than crumbling. The squad doesn't just have bodies, it has chemistry, clarity, and confidence. A warning to Europe, the dynasty has begun. This isn't a one-season wonder. Flick is laying the groundwork for something sustainable, scalable, and special. The automatisms are developing, the youth are integrating, the veterans are leading, and above all, the identity is crystal clear. Flick hasn't just restored Barcelona, he's reimagined them for the modern era, with a system that can evolve, a squad that can adapt, and a coach who demands excellence. Barcelona is not just back, they're building an empire. The question isn't whether they can replicate last season's success, it's whether anyone can stop them. If you're ready to follow Barcelona, the Blaugrana rebirth, like this video, subscribe for more football documentaries, and let us know in the comments.